Hi, it's Alex from Trumpet Brain, and this is the 7th episode in my series of trumpet tips. Today, I'm going to talk about power, and more specifically, air power, which becomes important when we want to start playing louder in the high register. First of all, I'm going to talk about my approach to identifying the sensation of air power, and then I'm going to talk about how I go about trying to develop it. Before we go any further, I need to stress that power is only a part of the equation. Without an efficient and balanced setup, having an abundance of power is fairly useless. Make sure you work to first find efficiency in your playing before adding power. When you are ready to start applying power to your playing, the first step is to identify the sensation of power. I do this by using an octave glissando. The important thing is to make sure you increase the dynamic as you ascend. This way, you know that you are using air power and not simply relying on the aperture closing down to ascend. Once you've got that sensation, the exercise becomes fairly rudimentary. Start in a register that feels open and free and glissando up the octave. Hold that note, crescendo if you can, until you really feel that squeezing sensation in your abdomen. That shows that you're working the intercostal muscles required for this kind of forced exhalation. Now there are a couple of health and safety things to go over. If you do this exercise correctly, it's very safe and there's no more risk than perhaps lifting a weight. However, if you get overly tense or start to constrict the throat, amongst other things, you could create a back pressure and there are certain risks involved with that. So the best advice I can give is be very sensible and listen to your body. If something gets uncomfortable or painful, then definitely stop and don't push yourself beyond your limits. To get the most out of these exercises, you do need to play relatively high, at least out of the stave. This is the point where we require some compression to get the notes, and it's this process which works the intercostal muscles. Thanks for watching today. There's a lot to think about there, and please do be careful and sensible when you practice these exercises. Let me know how you get on and feel free to ask any questions. Thanks.